I've got to go to the library and drop off my books that I borrowed because they are due. Because if I am anything, it is a visual learner. So, package. Oh, it's a hardcover. Oh my gosh, no way. I've always been doing my eye masks wrong then. That's fun. Hi my loves, welcome back or welcome to my channel. Welcome if you guys are new. I genuinely don't have much for plan for today's video. I've just very much been in like a vlogging mood at the moment. I am doing like reading vlogs on the side, but I also just kind of felt like chatting with you guys. And so I kind of thought it might be fun to take you guys along the week with me. This week, I really want to be focusing on sticking to my routine. I like building a routine and sticking to it. I am someone who thrives off routine. I love my routine. When I've got a really strong routine, I am like my happiest version of myself and I'm my most productive. And I don't think I ever fully slip out of routine because that's just like me. I need set kind of times. It's been a bit all over the place. Like I've been doing things that I would do later at night that I meant to do in the morning and just everything like that. So we're gonna try and stick to routine. So we're gonna like build a realistic routine. I'm also gonna just take you on the week with me, pick up the camera every time I want to chat to you guys and we have something interesting. Like right now we have some book mail to unbox, so I thought we could do that together. So it's gonna be like a kind of week in my life, I guess, as like a booktuber, as well as just getting into routine and sticking to routine, building healthy habits, everything like that. But first of all, let's open this mail because it's been sitting here and I'm really curious on what it is. So these are both from Bloomsbury. So thank you so much, Bloomsbury. I have no idea what they are at all. Let's open them. That was like the most anticlimactic thing. Okay, attempt 2. Oh God. Ooh. Oh, I have heard about this one. Okay, Day of Now. This sounds really fun. It sounds a bit outside my comfort zone, but you guys know we've been loving that at the moment. It is by Miranda Reason. Dana and Pax have lost everything they know. Now they face the impossible journey to get it back. A devastating fungal pandemic has wiped out society, or most of society, sorry. Dana and Pax live in an isolated house in the countryside, learning to survive in the world left behind. When their father gets sick, they make a choice that changes everything. They summon help from the outside and they're not prepared for the betrayal that follows. So it's like, it's giving Last of Us is what I thought immediately, which is really exciting. I haven't read like I don't know, what would you call this? Disaster set? I don't know, but it sounds really fun and it sounds like something I can sit down and read really quickly. A post-apocalyptic story. I don't actually read a lot of books like this. I love movies like this. Like I love those kind of intense movies, but I haven't read books like this. So I'm really excited for this one. Oh, thank you so much, Bloomsbury. I want to read that so soon. The next one is definitely a lot bigger. Where is the little tag? Let's see if this one's going to be better. That's what we want. Oh, this one's in a little package. Oh, it's a hardcover. I'm really confused. Oh my gosh, no way. Oh my gosh. Okay, I think that's meant to stick. This is Starside by Alex Astor. This is an insane arc. Are you serious? This comes out in March 2026. It's a limited edition, uncorrected proof. There's 50 of them. I got number 11. I'm actually speechless right now. This is like an Ali Hazelwood arc, but like times a million. Okay, words, Freya. This has a little like knife. I think it's meant to stick on there like that. Okay. Words. Alex Astor. I feel like we all know Alex Astor, right? She wrote the Lightlock series and also Summer in the City, this one here. I actually really like her writing. I think she's a really fun YA author. The only reason I'm not obsessed with the Lightlock series is the love triangle aspect of it, but I actually really like the world. I love the plot. I'm just not a girl for love triangles. We all know this. But I really like Summer in the City. This felt like a 2000s chick flick, honestly. So easy to read. This is her newest fantasy or romantasy. I don't know if it's a standalone or the first in a series. It's her first adult romantasy. Enter the world of Starside, where swords, world magic, and power is not inherited but claimed. I am so excited to get into this. Hundreds of years ago, a brutal war split a land into two. Starside is the realm of magic and immortals, descendants of the gods, living in power-rich paradise. Stormside is where mortals fight for scraps of that magic. She always comes up with really like crazy settings, I guess is the best way to describe it. This is stunning. This is like actually one of the prettiest books I own. I am so excited to get into this. What a way to start this video. Definitely want to read this very, very soon. So thank you, Bloomsbury. A new Alex Astor. This is really exciting. Wow. Okay. Way to start this video. 2 pieces of book mail. Like, what is my life? Hi. So I talked about at the beginning of the year in my kind of reset video that I wanted to start doing like little monthly mood boards just to help set my goals in a visual way. Because if I am anything, it is a visual learner. So I've wanted to start doing little mood boards on Pinterest just for each month, kind of visualizing my goals, what kind of mood I want to approach the month in and what I hope to achieve for the month, just so I feel a little bit more motivated. And I also thought while we do this, I can give some life updates because stuff has actually been happening, guys. And honestly, I realized that I don't talk to you guys much about like my personal life. I love just chatting and yapping, so I'm more than happy to. What do I want for February 2026? Well, I did just book flights to see my friend in Brisbane, so maybe we can put some beach photos on. She lives in the beach, which is really, really great. So I think we're gonna do that because that was a really big step for me. So we are a few days into February, so I probably should have done this earlier. That was a big step for me. Little mini solo trip to the top of Australia to see my friend, which I'm really, really excited about. So let's create a new board. Where I live in Australia, for those who aren't in Australia, it's fine. Like, we have fine beaches, but to get to a really nice beach, I have to travel about 3 hours. So it's not like, you know, oh, let's just go spend the day at the beach. Like, it's quite a big thing to go to the beach. Not that big a thing, like you can do it in a day trip, but it will be nice to be able to just like go to the beach for a day with her. Reading on the beach, sunset at the beach, that's super vibey. I also want to test some new recipes this month. Last night I tested tiramisu overnight chia oats situation. I love a sweet breakfast and I love chia pudding. It's like my favorite thing, but I usually add oats to it and some yogurt to give it like, I don't know, more volume, like actually keep me full. Last night I did it with tiramisu. So I basically did my overnight oats / chia recipe that I get from just like Pinterest or TikTok. And then you add honey and a shot of espresso, mix it all up and let it set overnight. Oh, and then dust some cocoa powder on top. It was so good this morning. It was so good. It was like eating tiramisu for breakfast. And tiramisu is like my favorite dessert of all time. So yeah, I want to try some new recipes this month. So I guess I've started with that, but I'd love to try some more dinner recipes. I am very much a creature of habit. Once I get into recipes that I like and I know how to cook, I will just make them on and on and on. The thing about that is I can overdo it. I eat it so much that I kind of can't look at it anymore. This is so random, but whilst it's still warm, I say it's warm while I'm in a jumper and jeans. This is an odd day. It has been warmer recently. I'd love to like embrace it a little bit more. I want to wear some more dresses this month whilst we have a kind of last month of summer. I want to wear some cute skirts. I am very, very good at just putting on activewear and calling it a day because like I usually do Pilates or go for really big walks during the day. Like I'm usually active during the day, but for some reason I'm just like, oh, I'm just gonna stay in that then because I don't exactly like sweat a lot I'm not doing high intensity workouts, but I want to like consciously make the effort to change into something cuter just to hopefully make me feel nice. Stop. This is so cute, this little photo. Picnics. That is such a cute little date idea. I feel like it's such a simple date, but it's so romantic, so sweet. I have been absolutely loving romanticizing my morning routines. I am such a morning person. I love a morning routine. If I have a good morning, it sets me up for a good day. So I have been loving romanticizing the small moments in my morning routine, like watching YouTube while I get ready for the day, really taking that time for myself. One thing I really want to get better this month is I've been looking at my phone as soon as I get up, and I don't love that. It sets the tone for my day and I don't like that tone that it sets. So I would like to get better at that. It's really hard when I post a YouTube video, like I have a YouTube video scheduled. I always want to post on my story that like it's up for you guys, so in case you don't see it on YouTube. And I post super early for me. It's usually about 6 a.m, 6:30 a.m. So when I wake up, I'm like, oh, I'll post to let them know, but that obviously sets my tone for going on my phone. I have also, so random, but I have also been loving making my coffees and matchas at home. I've been trying new recipes with them, which is really fun, and I want to continue that throughout February. Painting whilst I don't have uni is also something. I'm actually kind of stressed, I'm not gonna lie, about going back to uni. I feel like since I finished last semester, the end of last year, I have picked up so much more, I want to say like work, just in content wise. We have some exciting things we're announcing very soon. I've really picked up my load, so I'm kind of nervous in balancing uni and everything, but I guess we'll see. That does start at the end of this month, so I don't know, maybe I'll put some here. There's a little planning thing. We can put some planning. We're gonna be a schedule content girly this month, I hope. I am loving just posting as much as I can with you guys though. I truly do love that. So a big update that I wanted to give you guys because you were really supportive about it when I talked about it the other week, and that is we as in Austin and I, my partner, have booked flights to Europe. This is a really, really exciting thing. We have been saving for this for such a long time, and I could not be more excited. It doesn't really feel real yet. We're going to a few places, mainly focusing on places I haven't been before, because I've been, as I think I said in my last video, I have been to like Croatia, Italy, Slovenia, like kind of at the bottom of Europe. I haven't been to London, to Paris, anything like that, so that's where we're going. We're going to a few other places as well. But that does mean I get to plan. I love planning a trip. Honestly, one of the best parts, no, not one of the best parts, but it's a fun part. It makes it fun leading up to it. So I wanted to give you guys that life update because I feel like that's really exciting. Oh, I love this little like pasta wine situation. I am all for like at-home date nights, cozy date nights, everything like that. I love a good at-home date night. I feel like it's such a nice way to spend quality time with, especially if you don't have the energy to go out, or I guess like us, we're trying to save money for Europe, like everything like that. I think I just love an at-home date night. Like 90% of the time I'm going to prefer that. The only time I prefer going out is so I can like get dressed up and look cute. But I mean, you can kind of do that at home. You can look cozy cute. I'm also going to put a few walking, I know, so basic, but walking images in because I've been trying to get my steps in every day. I will say I tried to go to the gym and try the treadmill. Very fortunate that it's summer here because it makes it so much easier to walk. But I was like, oh, you know, I'll try. I honestly got so bored. I am much more of a like outdoor walker because I love to people watch. I like watching everyone around me. It's really fun. Going to a cafe and studying / working is something I really want to try and do. I would love to find a cafe close to me that I feel like I can do that at because we've got a lot of food places, but they're not really like you sit in and have coffee there. They're more like takeaway coffee and stuff. So I would love to find somewhere close-ish to me that I can go. Maybe I should start exploring that kind of stuff. Also, if you have been watching the Olympics, oh my gosh, it is so tense. I just watched Glitter and Gold on Netflix as per Jamie's recommendation, and it's like this following 3 teams on how they get to the Olympics and like their process getting to the Olympics. Figure skating teams. Oh my god. Guys, it was so intense. It's so intense right now. I'm rooting for certain people. I don't want to say who. Don't want to cause drama, but it's so tense. I feel like knowing the backstory to Olympians now makes it like that much more addictive, to be honest. I've been waking up every morning to watch the Olympics. I've also been watching it at night. I've been obsessed with downhill. That is a crazy sport, guys. Crazy. I've also been watching like moguls and everything like that. I do love the Winter Olympics. There's not really a sport, maybe apart from curling. I find that a little bit boring, but everything else I do enjoy watching, to be honest. Whereas like the Summer Olympics, I love as well. Like I'm not as, I don't know, flexible for it. I also want to start using my Kindle more. I haven't been using my Kindle recently. I feel like I go through phases where I'm obsessed with my Kindle. I'm obsessed with physical books. Right now I'm in my physical book phase, but yeah, I do want to start using that more. Okay, I feel like this is a pretty good, nature walks. That's a good one. I feel like this is a pretty good start. I don't want to go too crazy. Like we're just being realistic here. Some realistic goals for February, or more just like what I want my February to look like. As I said, we're just kind of getting a vibe for February. Love doing at-home workouts, to be honest. Obsessed with that as well. Great way to move your body. This is what my final February is looking like. So very honestly, very aesthetic. I'm not even gonna lie. I love how this looks. See, very simple. I didn't have to do a massive mood board. I might add a little few things over the next few days as I continue to scroll Pinterest, because I do love a Pinterest scroll. And then maybe at the start of March when we do this, if this is something you want to see recurring, I can update you on how my February went. I will say I have been much better at planning content and stuff, which was a big thing I wanted to do in January. As I said, we booked flights, which is another big thing we wanted to do. We actually did that at the very beginning of February, but it's fine. So I do feel quite like I've accomplished quite a bit. And I have taken a few steps in my career, which is exciting. As I said, all will be revealed in like at end of the month, I think. I'm just getting you excited. Also, such a random thing. My sister got me Gizu honey infused hair perfume. I didn't know that hair perfume was a thing. Let me tell you, game changing. On hair wash days that like your hair low-key is just not doing it for you, you put this in, you smell so good all day. Hair holds scent so well. And so putting this in makes you smell so good. And then every time you like swish your hair or take your hair down, you get a smell of it. It actually lasts such a long time. This is the one she got me. I think it's wild rose scent. Let's put some in now, shall we? I literally just like, I don't know how you're supposed to do it, but I just do like a few sprays and it seems to hold really well. Beautiful scent. I love a rose scent. Look how cute Maisie is. I actually can't. She is like the cutest thing in the world. I always get questions on my skincare routine and what I do for skincare. So I just thought I'd use this as an excuse. To be honest, I'm in my bathroom because we're gonna have ourselves a nice self-care night. Now, this is something I do now and then, but talking about sticking to routines, it's something I want to do a lot more. Ideally, every like Sunday, I would love to do a self-care moment. I just think it's really good for your mental health. I think it's really good for your skin. I think it gives you a moment to refresh. So it is later in Sunday afternoon now, and I'm going to run you through very quickly my skincare routine routine, so if it's not for you, just skip this part. But I have been getting a lot of questions, so I thought I would. First of all, for skincare, I have a very simple skincare routine because my skin is quite sensitive and it likes the same things. I do a double cleanse. I have a very basic water-based cleanser that I do in the shower just to kind of get everything off. And then when I come out, I do a double cleanse with a nourishing oil cleanser. This is the one I use for my Australian girlies. It is just from Mecca. Lasts you forever. And I just do like 2 pumps of this and really like get into my pores and stuff because I struggle with that. I just get really like clogged up stuff. So really to like get all the dirt and not nice stuff out of your skin. After that, I use a very basic moisturizer. I just use the Sukin one. It's for sensitive skin. It has rosehip, sesame, and jojoba oils. I know I'm pronouncing that wrong. I'm pretty sure it's like I don't know, but some really good oils in there for nourishing your skin, and it just makes my skin very hydrated because I get very dry skin very easily. That's it. I keep it very simple. From there, once a week, I have started to do a hair mask. I want to protect my hair a little bit more. I have very fine hair, so I just want to give it as much strength as it can get, really. This is the hair mask I use. I am obsessed with this packaging. I've been testing this one out. It's a new one for me, but I've really liked it so far. It's given my hair the most amazing gloss. It's the Gizu Honey Gloss Ceramide Therapy hair mask. I have a shower, shampoo, then I get out and I put this on my hair for about like half an hour to an hour, to be honest. I like to really let it soak in my hair, so we're gonna do that. And then another thing that I've been really loving at the moment is the Laneige lip sleeping mask. This has been a lifesaver for my lips. I get such dry lips. It comes with a little applicator, which is really cute, but it's just this. I think I have the berry one, but there's a million different like scents and stuff. I absolutely love this. It has been, yes, as I said, a godsend for my lips. It has kept them so moisturized, so we're going to do that as well after my shower. Obviously, I live in Australia, so during the day I have to wear sunscreen every single day. I just use this one. Whilst we're in self-care, I love smelling good. That's a really important thing for me. During the day, I usually just go for like a body mist, Sol Janeiro. I know, very basic, but like there's a reason everyone loves it. During the night, I usually love to put like an essential oil on, where it really helps regulate my nervous system, calm me down. So we're going to go through my little self-care steps. We'll do all this and then a few other things that I like to do to help like nourish myself, regulate my nervous system, as I said, just calm myself down. And we might watch the Olympics tonight whilst we do all this. I do have some eye masks I'm gonna put on as well. We're just gonna have a nice calming night. That honestly feels so much better. My hair feels so much happier. I'm gonna put on some eye masks and do my little lip mask. I just have these ones. I actually haven't tried these before, but why not? We'll give them a go. I want to try and find eye masks that are reusable because I really hate one-time use. I saw a thing as well on Instagram saying that you're actually supposed to put them like this, which actually makes a lot more sense because like then it gets up into your eye and actually I feel like fits a lot better than that. Like if you go like that, I don't know. I'm gonna try it like that and we'll see. I'll leave these on whilst I make my little beverage for the night. I'll show you what that is in a second. Hopefully we'll see if that makes any difference whatsoever. Oh wait, no, you definitely are, because the little person there, I've always been doing my eye masks wrong then. That's fun. Lip mask. This is honestly my favorite thing to do. I probably will watch something for a little bit before I read. Probably, as I said, some Olympics or something, maybe Younger. I've been rewatching Younger because I watched it a long time ago and it's a really fun show, especially if you like the bookish industry. It's kind of the perfect show. I am a beverage girl through and through. I have to have multiple beverages a day. I have so many teas a day. I have my matcha, I have coffee. I usually have 2 really caffeinated drinks, to be honest. I'm kind of addicted to caffeine at the moment. We'll figure out that. So my favorite thing to do at night is have either a really beautiful herbal tea, or this has been really helping me. So I have a lot of conditions that I have to support. I support with like my health. Like I find that I feel my best and my strongest when I am consuming really good foods and things that are supporting me. So this is just a little fun way to support me, and it is organic cacao. It is naturally full of antioxidants, magnesium, iron, and zinc. This one though has rose, so it has sprinkled with rose petal powder, and obviously magnesium really helps with like sleep quality. So I'm just gonna do 2 teaspoons of this, and then I'm just gonna add some hot water and froth a tiny little bit of milk, and then we're gonna have a nice little hot chocolate, and I'll probably sit down, watch something, and draw for a little while, and then we'll read. I think that's my plan for tonight, which sounds fun. I think it's really important to have nights like like this. I'm really trying to make it a permanent thing. I need to prioritize it. The last thing I wanted to do in this video before we, I don't know, I might chat more, I don't know. But the last like activity I needed to do, and I want to start doing every single month, is we've got to go to the library and drop off my books that I borrowed because they are due. I am always going to be dropping off my books on time. I never want to be late. But as I said, I want to start going to the library more, so that is something I want to do. I might see if I can get an extension on Chain of Gold. I'm not really sure though, because I want to read, I've decided that I want to read the entire Infernal Devices before I get to this one, so I might actually just return it and then I can pick it up when I get to the Infernal Devices, because I think the time period that you borrow is only 3 weeks and I don't see myself reading this in 3 weeks. So maybe we will return it. And then I did read this one, The Night We Lost Him, and then I was going to read this one, but then I realized that this is actually a continuation in a thriller standalone connected series. I'm not really sure, but you guys told me about that, which is kind of annoying because it doesn't say anything about it being a continuation. It just says like it's the same author as that one. So that's kind of annoying, but it's fine. I only read 1 out of 3 of those books, but whatever, we're not going to be too hard on ourselves. We're going to return them. The only books I have on my kind of radar, Broken Country, I've heard a lot about, and I know that that's really quick and short, and I'm really interested in that one. It's a historical fiction, I believe. And then the other one was Wild Dark Shore, I think it's called. I think a contemporary fiction, not historical fiction. That one is really intriguing me, and they're just like quick short reads that I would love to get to. I don't think there's anything else on my TBR, but I just want to browse, have a little look. I really like the library, so yeah, we're gonna go do that now. As I said, there was a few books on my radar to get from the library yesterday, but they didn't have any. So I did find The Bright Years by Sarah Damoff. I have been hearing so many good things about this. I know Sarah read it. I know Madison Kate loved it. Obviously Jamie loved it. I think Rachel Catherine read it recently. So I've been hearing incredible things about this. This is a literary fiction. I don't know too much about it, and I actually didn't even read the blurb. I just know that it's a great story. I did know the trigger warnings before going in, so I would look that up. We're dealing with a lot of like trauma-based things. I'm talking about alcoholism, grief, everything like that. When I tell you, I sat down last night and I am reading another book at the moment, but it was kind of using a bit of my brain power. I also think I'm getting a little bit sick at the moment, so my brain is just that little bit more foggy. And I was like, oh, I just kind of feel like reading something that I don't necessarily have to vlog for, that I can just binge. I read pretty much all of this last night. We're at page 220 and I just sat down and binged it. I can't remember the last time I did this for a contemporary fiction, to be honest, even just for a book, like maybe the Jade City books, but this is so incredibly addictive. This is so incredible to read. It also has only a 1-week loan because it's in high demand, so I was like, may as well just get it read. We're basically following Ryan and Lillian. Both have had kind of traumatic childhoods, and we're following them throughout their love story, throughout their journey in life. I would say primarily focusing on their relationship, not necessarily their careers and everything, but honestly, that's all I want to say. I could not put this down though. As soon as our characters met, I was like, oh, there's really interesting dynamic going between them. There's some really interesting chemistry, and I haven't been able to put it down. I am so connected to these characters. So irritable though. One of the characters, I just, it's so hard to read about, but also like in an addictive way. It's kind of like, you know, like The Favourites, like so irritating, but addictive. So that's a little bit hard to read about, but it's meant to be hard to read about. I'm gonna finish this today. I'll let you know what it's like. It's not a happy book, guys. It's definitely not a happy book. Don't go into this if you want to feel a good time, but do go into it if you just want to read a book really quickly. It's not a very big book either. I think we're only like 300 and, no, not even, guys, 260 pages. I'm almost done. That is a very small book, but I feel like I've gone through such a big journey with these characters in such a short period of time. I definitely want to start reading more books like this because, oh my god, I am addicted to this. Like, what on earth? And for a while, thrillers were like my brain breaks in between my fantasy reads, but now I feel like I'm moving towards romances and contemporary fictions as my brain breaks. I feel like they're just really easy to binge read, and I don't always vlog them. I can just kind of sit down and read them in a night, and I love that feeling in a book. I had the Olympics on last night. I was reading this while it was in the background. It was the perfect vibe, like such a great way to spend the night, to be honest, and I really needed that. As I said, I feel like I'm coming down with something, so I'm trying to listen to my body and stop pushing through and actually relax at nights, because the night before that I stayed up till like 9 o'clock editing, which for me is late because I didn't get into bed till like 10:30, and I usually wake up really early. See, those are the habits I've been really trying to break. So at least last night was a good step. I would much prefer to wake up super early and get my work done, like if I have extra work to be doing, than stay up super late, because my brain works better in the morning. I can get more done in the morning, and it's not going to be as good a quality at night. And also it makes it really hard for me to fall asleep because my brain's really busy. But if I just read at night or watch something or update my book journal, whatever, it makes me sleep a lot better. And I am trying to improve my quality of sleep. But anyway, that is all to say, this has been incredible. We've followed our characters kind of over like 20 so years so far. And you'd think because it's that fast paced that like you wouldn't be as connected to your characters because it's such a little book, at least I would, but no. I've been so connected to our characters, I cannot explain. I think I'm gonna take Maisie for a walk now, and then I'll be doing some editing for the rest of the day, but this afternoon, hopefully we can finish this. Well, we will finish it, but we've only got a tiny bit left. But this is also a beautiful cover. Obviously, like the library things are kind of covering it a little bit, but it is a beautiful cover. All I do is cry and read books these days, I swear to God. I kind of knew that I was setting myself up for the crying situation. I feel like I held it together until the epilogue. This was beautiful. It was a heartbreaking story, but it was beautiful. It was a story that needs to be told. I need to read more contemporary fiction. Wow, okay. Didn't expect to be ending this vlog like in tears, but hang on. We're fine. We're fine. I literally just read Jade Legacy if you watched my last vlog, and I was just bawling my eyes out about that. So, completely different situation to why I was crying for this one, but that was really, really good. Highly recommend. I don't even have too much to say. I'll talk about it more in my wrap up, but wow, that was good. That brings us to the end of today's video. I'm so sorry I'm leaving you on a crying note. I didn't mean to, but that brings us to the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed spending a week with me. I would love to do these vlogs more, or like at least every month. Let me know if that's something you would be interested in. But yeah, thanks for watching to the end if you have. It truly means the absolute world to me. I love you guys so, so much, and I'll see you in my next video.